Okay, guys, so now that I have my braided strand right here and I've done a little half knot right there, I'm going to start braiding from doing a basic knot from the left to the right. And it's going to be 2 half knots on each string. So I'm going to go from here and I'm going to do 2 half knots again, 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 again. Then I grab the next string and so forth. And this is how we're going to recreate, how we're going to be creating our stripes. So right here, we're going to take this. So for instance, I take this, right, and we're going to go like over, under, and through, just like that. Hold the string, pull back, over, under, through. And this would be my dancing string. So I'm done with that one. Now the next is going to be violet. So I'm going to grab a violet. And I'm going to go over, under, through. And then pull it back nice. I'm going to go over, under, through. And then I'm going to pull it back. That's it. I did it twice. Now we're going to go ahead and do the next violet. Right here, over, under, through. Over, under, through. And then we pull it back. And then now we're going to do our aqua or blue, if you. And once you've done this, a few layers of this, the strings start to separate, and it won't be so confusing. Right. So we're going to get that one in there. I'm going to do it again. Or you got to do it twice. And then the last one right here. 1 and 2. Okay, so now what happens is I've moved my lavender string from the left side and I've moved it over to the right. So now I got one more lavender. And this is how you're going to work the colors and the strings. They just move on over, just like that. Okay, so here we go. One more time. So that way you can see, I've changed the lens so that you guys can see a little bit better. So all right, we're going to go over, under, through. I'm holding the violet, and I'm using my second lavender string as my dancing string, or the string that's making the knots. So we're going to, remember, we're going to pull it, hold that support string, and then take the dancing string and then pull it. That's 2 times. Next is this violet. So right here, we're going to do this right here. Over, under, through. Pull it. Over, under, through. And then you pull it. Okay. And now we are working on our aqua here. And this is what I mean. They will start to separate where you can see it. Right? One, and then 2. And then the next blue. So I do 1. Okay. Do 1. And then 2. And then our last lavender string. And do 1. then 2 right here. And then now I have, you know, a nice little row right here. So I've got my 2 lavenders, my 2 aquas, and my 2 violets. So now I'm going to take the outside violet, and I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing going across in a row. Okay. So this is what you're going to do as you work these strings. Like right now, I'm going to now work the far left violet. Then as I go across, then I have the next violet and I work it across. Then I'll have the 2 blue strings and I work each one separately across. And then I'm back to having my lavenders. And so it just repeats that pattern. And this is basically, this is what you were doing. It's just you're following a pattern and you're doing your half knots, and you got to do 2 of them. Remember, that's what you need to do with your dancing string. That's 1. Right there. 2. And then we got to do our next violet. And so forth. So I'll come back now and I will show you guys my progress and how it's going. And just, you know, you're just going to keep working this.